Today on Good Day Live, we are very happy to welcome to studio our expert when it comes to real estate, Reuben Stence from the Stence Realty Team. Welcome.
Thanks for having me this morning.
Thanks for being here. Hey, listen, we are kicking off a new year. We decided it's a really good time to focus on those out there who are thinking about getting a new home in 2025, because there's a lot that you can be doing now, even before you're ready to go out and do that search, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always steps that you can be looking at ahead of time. Coming into the new year, we're looking at, New Year's resolutions. Maybe we're looking at those lists of things that we can kind of be working on to find that new home for the year.
So what's one of the first things you would advise someone to do that's thinking to themselves, gosh, I just think I'm ready for a new home?
One of the things I like to have as a realtor, or maybe if you're looking for a new home, is to sit down and make a list. New Year's resolutions, whether you're getting in shape or saving money or whatever it might be, you're probably putting that into a list, something you can check off. I always give people the recommendation of make maybe 3 columns. One things that are must-have: we must have 3 bedrooms, we must have 2 bathrooms, we must have an attached garage. Maybe that second list, we're looking at things you'd like to have. I'd like to have an in-ground pool. I'd like to have a hot tub, but not necessarily a must-have. And then the last column that really helps me is things that we absolutely don't want.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't want a basement, or maybe you don't want stairs, something like that.
Sure.
Having that list helps check off that you're not looking at 200 homes. Maybe we're boiling it down to maybe 5 or 10 that we're going to go look at.
I love this idea, and I like that list, the way that you put that in there, because there are some things that people, when they're thinking about a new house, will not go without. And that's a good way to do it for a realtor, because then he's not doing extra legwork, and you're not looking at 10 houses you don't need to look at because they don't even meet the criteria, right?
Absolutely.
Now, I think another thing that I always hear you say is financing, because we really need to know what you're able to do before you even start the process.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. I had a good client that I've had for quite some time, want to look at a house on Saturday, this Saturday. It came on the market Friday afternoon. They didn't have the chance to get a pre-approval letter because the banks are closed on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So we went and looked, but with the understanding that we may not get accepted for the offer if we put one in. So kind of being ahead of the game in that, even if you know you're going to start looking at a house in April and May, now would be the time to start talking to lenders, getting that pre-approval, maybe even interviewing some of the lenders and different interest rates that you might have available in the upcoming year.
Gosh, that's really great advice too, because that's the thing is, when you think about getting a house, it's not just hey, let's go look in 2 hours and we'll get one. That's just not how the process works.
Not anymore. The house I was talking about this weekend, it's already pending. So listed Friday, pending today. You really need to have those things, that checklist, the pre-approval, all those things put into place well ahead of time.
Well, and that's really good information and a good reminder for anybody out there, because it is a different market right now, and it's a competitive time to buy that house. It's also a competitive time for realtors, and I think it's important for you to emphasize to people why it is they really should come and meet with someone. You don't just randomly go and pick somebody's name out of the phone book, or we don't even have those anymore, but you know what I mean. It's important to talk to a realtor, isn't it?
It is. Find somebody that you trust, find somebody that understands your needs, somebody that's going to work with you. There's a ton of realtors. There's a ton of people that have real estate license in our area. There's ones that fit well with me, clients that fit well with me, and they may fit well with somebody else in the Terre Haute area. They're all great professionals. They're all people that can find you a home, but finding the one that fits your family or fits your needs and can kind of work your timeline, that would be my suggestion, is sit down and meet with several of them.
Sure. I think it's a great idea, and I think it's great that we have you on board as our expert. Our Wabash Valley experts online at mywabashvalley.com. Great source of information, and some of the things we just talked about today are some of the things you can find there. And if they want to find out more about the Stence Realty Team, where do they do that?
Sure. So if you go to our website, stencerealty.com, we have all of our listings that are in Illinois and Indiana that are on there. And it's also going to show you other realtors' listings that are in the area, and we're happy to show you houses on both sides of the river. We have a lot of great agents, so as the owner, as the main agent in our office, I can't take on everybody, but we've got people that I absolutely trust with my kids in my life that would be happy to help you find a home.
Well, scan the QR code there on the screen. It'll take you right to the website. And again, we really appreciate you coming in to share this information with us. And throughout the year, that's what we plan to do. Because it's going to be a big year for a lot of people. I have a feeling things are changing, and so hopefully it's going to be better for those wanting to buy a home.
I hope so.
All
That's
right,
the plan.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate your time. Once again, our Wabash Valley expert is right here in studio, and you can find out more on our website, mywabashvalley.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.